Welcome, everybody, and we are fired up for another sensational college football matchup. Nobody at home today who can stake their claim in this neutral site showdown. Today, a top 25 matchup on hand, two of college football's premier teams preparing to square off. As we'll see the number 4 team in the country, the Ohio State Buckeyes, taking on the 15th ranked team in the land, the Alabama Crimson Tide. For EA Sports College Football, I'm Reese Davis, joined here in the booth, as always, by David Pollack and Jesse Palmer. Guys, let's tee this one up. Alabama about to kick off to get things started. He'll bring it back from inside the 15. And good work by the coverage team to knock down the return man. Line gets set, first down. Gonna run it. It's Henderson. Finds a little bit of space. He'll get 3 out to the 15. The Buckeyes come to the line in the hurry-up. Handoff to the lone back. Ran to that daylight to pick up 6 to the 22.
Just a simple power play. Again, not sexy. Run the ball up the middle. Physicality, offensive line gets to assert themselves, run block, which they love to do. This pays dividends down the road in the fourth quarter.
And to keep this opening drive going, they'll need to convert 3rd and 1. Looking to pass, it's Howard. He makes the connection. And he's knocked down immediately, but not before he moves the chains. And the Buckeyes getting set on 1st and 10. Plows through the defense. They bring him down, and he's going to lose a yard on that one. Lost 1 on that last one. It's 2nd and 11.
Listen, I know there are a lot of DBs out there that all they want to do is get interceptions and dance in the end zone. This dude likes...
He's got it on the left. Off he goes. 10. Touchdown, Ohio State. He broke away from the defense, and they couldn't catch him. Lining up to tack one more onto that lead. And the extra point makes it 7-0. A very efficient 5-play scoring drive. And they get it done with a big play, a 76-yarder for the score. Fielded in the end zone, it's Henderson. He took the risk, bringing it out of the end zone, and he'll go out of bounds at the 20. Here comes the offense on first down. Quarterback reacting to what the D is showing. They're going to open this drive with a pass. And the quarterback caught up to and sacked at the 12. After the loss on that last one, an all-important second down play from the 12. To throw, it's Milroe. It's complete. They bring him down, but a solid pickup to put them in position to pick up a first down.
I love early in the game getting my quarterback in the rhythm. Coming out, short passes, easy completions. Now we're getting in a good spot.
On third and long, he has to throw for it. That pass not closes. He got drilled trying to deliver it, and it'll bring up fourth down. Oh, a big decision here early as they leave the offense on the field in their own territory. They want to keep this opening drive alive. Fires to the wideout. And they gambled in their own end, turn it over on downs, and now the other offense is set up.
Tell you what, coaches catch heat a lot nowadays, especially on social media. I expect him to catch a lot of heat. Fourth down, long yardage situation on your own territory, and you want to go for it, and you fail, and you're surprised. You definitely shouldn't be surprised. Just don't check your mentions, dog.
Here's the handoff. Working his way and keeping those legs moving, picks up 5 down to the 14. The Buckeyes want to move quickly. He's got it again. Pushes ahead for a pickup of 1 down to the 13. Really need to pick up this conversion and avoid having to settle for the field goal. Running back searching for a hole. Brought to the ground, but not before getting enough for the first down. The Buckeyes are threatening on first and goal. They'll try to get it in with the run. He pushes his way down to the floor as they get closer and closer.
They're strong and they're strong. Defensive tackles, they're strong. They're such big jumpers in the middle where they just lock out those offensive linemen. And running backs, listen, they don't have much of a chance. When you got that 300-plus pound guy grabbing you around the shoulder pad, you tend to go to the ground pretty quickly.
Nowhere close on that one as he got drilled trying to deliver the football, and now they face third down. This whole red zone offense thing has been a little shaky. They've been stopped twice already. Maybe they ought to try to score from deep. They believe in their running game on third and goal here. A couple of guys there to get him on the ground.
And that's a really good job by the defense because when you get in that third and medium area, listen, you got to be worried about the run and the pass. Did a good job playing both, got it stopped, now forcing a fourth down.
Didn't make him sweat at all. It's good. And now the lead is even bigger. So they were able to put up a 3 spot on that last drive, and now the kickoff team out there as they prepare to put boot to leather. He'll bring it out. It's Henderson. Rolling the dice to bring it out of the end zone did not work out as he stopped at the 13. The Tide offense rolls onto the field. Both of these defenses a little bend, but not breaking in clutch situations, David.
It's always exciting when you can go for it on fourth down and you know your defense will make a stand. They held them to a field goal, Jesse. It's a pretty good job by that defense.
It is. So if I'm this coaching staff, don't deviate from the game plan here. Go back to doing what you want to do and get established in this game.
He found a hole, got about 5. He's down at the 21. Now the defense will try to keep them on this end on third and short from the 21. They'll try to bully their way for the first. Still running at the 40. Found a bunch of room and got it to the 44-yard line. Time winding down in the quarter as they come to the line. Miller with the ball. And after the tackle, we are headed to the end of the first quarter.
That's the end of the first quarter. With the score, Ohio State 10, Alabama 0.
Second down now as they're ready to go back to work. They'll run it to the right. They bring him down, and he's going to lose a yard on that one.
How about the defender being a heat-seeking missile? He was on radar lock. He found the football and flew down with some bad intentions.
Third down conversions are a huge stat, and this one would be a doozy if they can pull it off. To the air, it's Milroe. He's got his man. Alabama pushing the tempo. Receivers telling the quarterback what they see. On fourth down, they'll throw for it. And it's incomplete, and the defense holds.
Well, great defense on that one. They were ready for pass, and they forced the incompletion. They're coming off the field. That's a big win for this defense.
First down for this offense. From the gun, the running back tries to hit the hole.
Oh, man, there's some big hitting going on in the trenches right now. This defense, they take a lot of pride in stopping the run. Let's keep our eye on them throughout the course of the game and see if they can contain this running attack.
Didn't get much on first down. It's 2nd and 9. He's looking to throw. The sure hands, it's Ibuka. And he'll run across the sidelines after the good gain.
And quarterback receiver on the same page. Nice job seeing the zone, understanding the drag route concept. Easy pitch, easy catch.
Third and short from the 44, and we might know if they plan to go for it on fourth down by what they call here. Grabbed in the middle, it's Henderson. Still on his feet at the 45. Oh, look out! And they were looking for a chunk play, and they got it. The explosive picks up more than 30.
Well, after that last play, you can see how electrifying this guy is and how special he is after he makes the catch. If I'm on offense, I'm trying to find a lot of ways to get him touches in this game.
He's brought down, but not before they pick up the big first down.
First down, physicality wins football games. Being able to run the football and create balance. And right here, just choose up another first down. Gives you another chance to maybe continue to run the football.
And I feel like this guy, too, is just an explosive play waiting to happen. His vision, his quickness, and he's got a burst. If you give this guy just a crease, he's going to hit it. And right now, he's doing some damage on this defense.
He pushes it forward all the way to the 2-yard line.
And with the stuff there, Jesse, on second down, this little third to mid-range, you got 2 downs. What are you thinking here?
Maybe getting your quarterback out on the perimeter and giving him a run-pass option. See if you can get the defense in a bind.
It's third down now, and they ought to be able to get off one more play before the 2-minute warning. We've reached the 2-minute warning, and they will try to build on what has already been a dominant first-half performance. After getting nothing on the last play, will they try to throw it into the end zone on third down? Back to throw, it's Howard. Quarterback extends the play. And he's sprinting, he'll take it all the way. Touchdown, Buckeyes! We got a timeout here late in the first half, and they'll try to get more points on the board before the break. And with the extra point, they now have a 3-possession lead at 17. About to kick it off after punching it in for the touchdown. He'll bring it out. It's Henderson. That gamble did not pay off as they bring him down at the 12-yard line. Here comes that Alabama offense. These guys have taken some body blows in the first half, but now a chance to do something to feel a little better going into halftime.
Reese, they got to respond now. They got to put points on the board right here, cut into this deficit, create a little bit of momentum because this one's going to get out of hand otherwise.
Yeah, there are a lot of offenses out there that might just say, okay, let's just regroup and figure it out. This offense doesn't have time to do that. They've got to be aggressive. They've got to throw it downfield. They've got to score points.
He's knocked down in the backfield. He'll lose a couple. Not exactly the ideal situation for this offense. 3rd and long, backed up inside their 20. From the gun, wants to pass. And that's incomplete. A defender all over him. Knocked the ball to the ground. 4th down coming up.
This is a point where you just got to be able to focus. The critical down and distances in this game, like that 3rd down right there. When it's a good throw, you got to make the catch. You've got to be able to make that play.
Despite coming up short on the previous 2 4th down attempts, this offense will try it here again. He'll try to throw and pick up the 1st down. Unloads to the wideout. He makes a catch. He'll get it out to the 25, not bothered at all being backed up, and they've got a 1st down. He wants to throw. And that incomplete pass caused by the big hit on 1st down. 2nd down coming. Alabama quickly back to the line. Back to the air one more time. Throws into double coverage, and it's picked off. Oh, he was hoping to make something out of that return, but they'll have it 1st down at the 39.
You know, I like the decision by the quarterback in terms of where he was going with the ball. Just don't like the accuracy. That was not good location on the throw. Got away from him a little bit. The defense able to come up with a big pick.
Able to scrounge 3 yards out of that one somehow. It's 2nd and 7. Stuck with a running game on 1st down. Now here they come again. Looking to throw, it's Howard.
And sticking to the run. I'll tell you what, a lot.
Fires into traffic. It's picked off. Not much of a chance on the return, but they'll have the ball at the 33.
It's really hard when that quarterback gets outside the pocket because it cuts off half of the field. Once he starts to roll out, everybody starts to sprint to the other side of the field. You know you're not going to throw it across your body going to the right. Great job by the defense closing it off and making the interception.
They'll get the 1st down. It's spotted on the 49. They came out hot on this drive. 1 play and already near midfield. Looking to move it through the air. Throws to the wideout. Finds a man in the middle. He knew exactly where he wanted to go with that one, and they've got enough for the 1st down. He's looking to throw it. Getting some heat. Looking for a huge play. And the pass is intercepted. And he's wrapped up after a solid return on the pick.
This is obviously not a great start for this quarterback here. 2 interceptions already in this game. He's got to do a much better job with his decision.
Here comes the Ohio State offense onto the field. They'll throw it on 1st down. Fires to the wideout. Makes a connection. Finally run out of bounds, but he has this offense rolling with a 1st down. Great spot to attack there. Right off the turnover, try to strike and keep them reeling.
Absolutely. Coaching 101. Sudden change when you create a turnover and you get...
Trying to beat the D deep. And he intercepts it. Not much on that return, but I think they'll let him slide after making that pick, and they'll have it at the 20. Just over 20 seconds to play before halftime. They'll have it 1st and 10. They're going to throw it to start the drive. Forced out of the pocket. Crosses the 30. He's got a lane. He's run out of bounds, but a big play on that one, and it'll be a 1st down.
This guy just gives you nightmares. I mean, he's just got so much electricity. He just pulls it down and chews up yards like it's nothing. That's a quarterback. A quarterback doing that to your defense.
Inside the 40. Can anyone catch him? He's run out of bounds, but not before. Turning in a big pickup and moving the sticks for a 1st down.
I love that play call, and I love the timing of the pre-snap motion. Because the quarterback was able to get it to the receiver right behind the offensive line, because of the timing, he was able to outflank the defense. That puts him out in space where he's able to use his speed. Nice job with the pre-snap motion and timing.
And there were no creases or crevices to run through, and they shove him out of bounds. A timeout is called as this offense tries to find a way to get more points on the board before the half. Just enough time to get off one final play of the half. Quarterback checking off. Scanning the field, it's Milroe. Using his legs, keeping his eyes downfield. Pressure is all over him, and he can't get it off. Down he goes, and that'll bring us to the end of the first half. So the first half has come to a close. We'll take a break and head over to the halftime show. And the Buckeyes will kick it away to crank up the second half. Coming out with it, it's Henderson. He's brought down at the 16. Would have been much better off to take the touchback. The Tide offense rolls onto the field. They start this third quarter in a big hole, and they have to start climbing out right now.
And they're going to have to be really aggressive, Reese. Like this offense, when I'm playing from behind, every possession means so much more. And if you look the other side of the defense, they haven't given much resistance.
Yeah, nothing has gone their way in the first half offensively. And you know now, based on how this defense is playing with their confidence, that you are going to be challenged on every single snap. So buckle up, get your mind right, and get ready to come back in this game. And, David, this defense just has their hands full. There's so many different weapons on the other side of the field that can hurt you, right? It's not just running backs. It's not just wide receivers and tight ends. This quarterback is a major threat when he decides to take off and go.
And it just makes me pause. It makes me slow down a little bit when I start to get upfield because I got to stop and worry about the running back, and now I got to worry about the quarterback run. So much to look at. It takes a lot of discipline to stop these design quarterback runs.
Just couldn't find an open man. He'll get rid of it, and it'll be second down. Couldn't make the connection last time. Let's see if they throw it again. Dropping back, it's Milroe. A little too much on that one, just out of his reach.
Man, as a quarterback, you got to be careful. He's lucky there. If you miss high throwing over the middle of the field, oftentimes that results in interception. So lucky that ball was incomplete.
He wants to throw it again. Starting to feel a little pressure. Time to take a shot. And they can't make the connection on third down, but hold everything. There is a flag. Let's see what that's about. He just lost track of where he was on the field. Entire body past the line of scrimmage. Illegal forward pass, and they will back him up. A famous writer once said, most men lead lives of quiet desperation. Here is a desperate move. Going for... He hurls one deep down the left side. And he'll pull it in inside the 20. And not much of a fourth down gamble when it's that much of a sure thing. An easy conversion for this offense. Wide receiver now comes in motion. Quick pass on the fly motion. The defense wouldn't let him loose there, and it was a completion, but they lost yardage. Going to work in the red zone, they can't pick up the first down without getting it into the end zone. Wants to throw on second down. And that's going to be incomplete. A lot of contact on the play, but no flags. It'll be third down. Looking downfield, and he needs a bunch. And the incomplete pass will bring up fourth down.
Nice job by the defense. They're mixing up their look. They're third and long in field goal range. They go zone coverage. So everybody on the back end has the eye on the quarterback, and they're able to break on the ball, force the incompletion.
Facing this double-digit deficit here in the second half, almost a no-brainer to go for it on fourth down. And to the house. Touchdown, Alabama! Sometimes we ask coaches about halftime adjustments, and they go blah, 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 blah. And then sometimes they make some good ones.
Sometimes that blah, 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 blah actually works, but it's working now. But it might be too little too late, but at least you got the party started.
Almost ready to kick it away after scoring the touchdown. And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. Buckeyes roll that offense back out there. After throwing the pick on the last drive, need to take care of the ball this time, Jesse.
We're going to find out a lot about this quarterback right here, too. How does he fight through adversity after that last drive?
Yeah, clear the mechanism, move on. That's a part of it, right? If you're going to be a great player, you got to learn how to handle these mistakes and move on.
Didn't get much on first down. It's 2nd and 9. Looking downfield, it's Howard. Quarterback now on the run, still looking. Trying to make magic on the scramble. He will step out of bounds, but not before the big pickup and a first down for this offense.
This is why everybody grows up and wants to be an offensive coordinator and not a defensive coordinator, because he can do that. He drops back, he's supposed to pass, but you know what? I'll just scramble around.
And he throws his 3rd pick of the day. His head has to be spinning. And he will step out of bounds, but what a way to get the ball back for his offense. Looking for a productive play on first down. To the ground with the back. And they picked up 9 on first down. It'll bring up 2nd and short. Alabama pushing the tempo. They give it to him again. And they'll move the chains and get it to the 47-yard line. Would they go for a big play on 1st and 10? Leaves it with the back. Oh, the ball's on the ground. Once that ball was loose, offense didn't have a chance. Defenders everywhere. It's a turnover.
I'll tell you, honestly, I don't know what that player could have done to hold on to that football. That defender absolutely popped him. He knocked him into next week. There was no chance he was holding on to that ball.
Here comes the Ohio State offense onto the field. One of the most valuable things a quarterback can have, David, short-term memory. Just forget that last pick.
You're dang right. Clear the mechanism. It's over, moving behind you. Some players can't do that real well, and it leads to more mistakes, Jesse. You got to just forget about it and move on.
And I think the coaching staff can help him too, David. I think you can get the running game going here and also give him some easy throws.
Now the play fake. Using his feet to buy time. And that defensive penetration gave him no chance, and he is ridden out of bounds.
Those play-action passes take a little bit longer to develop, right? Because you still have the fake, and then the quarterback turns his back to the defense, has to reset. You got to protect him a little bit better than that, or the fake's got to be a lot better.
On 3rd and long, doesn't need to take the check down. He's going to take off.
Defensively on 3rd and long, you are dropping deep. You are making sure you get at least to the sticks. They got a long way to go. Don't let them throw the football. Make them throw it underneath. And how about this quarterback? He does an unbelievable job scrambling around, now hitting the gas.
Another interception. This guy just can't find his own players. Trying to take it back. He's at the 20. And he has taken it all the way back. Touchdown, Crimson Tide.
Man, that could not have gone any worse. You're thinking 4th down, go for it. Well, even if you don't get it, you turn the ball back to their offense. Not that. You throw a pick, and they turn it back all the way for a touchdown and get points. That is a disaster for this offense.
And with the extra point, they close it to a 17-14 game. They're about to kick it away, and the defense probably can't wait to get back out there after the pick six. That one bounds through the end zone, and it'll be a touchback. First down here for the offense. He's going to pass. On the run, still looking. Going to try to get it himself. And he will wisely scamper out of bounds. No need to take unnecessary hits. Second down here as they go back to work after the break. Dropping back, it's Howard. Fires left. Here's an interception. Oh, did they need that turnover? And they'll drag him down after a good return on the interception.
Let's go. Talk about leaving the door open. Yes, please. You think they might run the clock out, run the football consistently? No, sir. They put it in the air. We forced the interception. Great job by the defense. When they needed it the most, they came through.
Coaches always harp about staying ahead of the chains, and when you can run with that type of efficiency on first down, man, you are doing just that.
The give is to Miller. And gang tackling on this dude is a good idea. They needed it, but he still got the first down.
Well, I know this is an offensive line that has a ton of pride, and they want to come out each and every game and really impose their will on the D-line. They got just enough push there on that run play to pick up the first.
Working his way and keeping those legs moving, picks up 5 down to the 14.
Hey, 5 to 6 yards a pop. I don't know if you guys are really good at math, but that usually equals a first down every couple carries. So don't forget about the run game. Keep them honest and pound that rock.
Not a lot of daylight there. Let's give him 1 to the 14.
At the 14-yard line. Third down.
They'd love to pick up this third down and get a fresh set with first and goal. In the gun and looking to throw on third down. He took a hit as he threw it and couldn't deliver the football. It's incomplete and fourth down's coming.
And the quarterback gets hit again. We already know this defense has gotten home to him multiple times in this game. So here you are, you're trailing in the game. Defense knows you're going to throw it. They're pinning their ears back. You can't feel very confident right now. If you're the play caller, certainly if you're the quarterback, that you're going to have time to throw.
Wide receiver coming across in motion. Touch pass on the jet sweep. Headed to the end zone. Touchdown time. They move on top here in the fourth.
And that is phenomenal quarterbacking. Understanding right away. Dude, you're going to bring pressure. I'm getting the ball to my playmaker right now. Let him do the rest. Let him glide into the end zone. Make me look really good. Good timing. Good decision by the quarterback getting it out quick.
And the extra point is good, and every point counts. It's now a 4-point lead in the fourth. Lining up to cover the kick after that touchdown drive. Bounces through the end zone. It's a touchback. They'll bring it out to the 25. The Buckeyes roll that offense back out there. Mistakes are going to happen, as they did on that last drive. Now, how will they respond, Jesse?
And this is the kind of guy who's going to take full accountability. That was my bad. That's on me. I'm about to lead this offense now down the field and score some points.
Dang, Palmer, I wish I would have played with you. I didn't play with many quarterbacks that were just like, yeah, my bad. Hey, guys, I got this. Sorry about that. It was more, you should have ran a better route.
Flushed out of the pocket. Got out of trouble, got rid of it. That, friends, is a busted play. Incomplete.
Just don't feel like the quarterback's in a rhythm so far. He's had accuracy issues. That last throw was underthrown, but we've seen bad decisions, trying to force the football in places it just shouldn't go, and that's why he's already thrown multiple interceptions.
This is where you make the money on the drives. Ball at the 30, it's 3rd and short. To the air, it's Howard. Gonna let it fly. And he throws yet another interception.
Alabama.
Does he know which color jerseys they're wearing? This game is so close to being salted away if the offense can just run out the clock. They'll run it. They want to take their time here. Not a lot of daylight. He gets 1 to the 32.
And I like the first thought process right here. Run the football. We want to run that clock with the lead. Thank you to the defense for forcing that turnover, setting us up. Now if we can put a few first downs together, we're looking really good.
And he was fortunate not to lose yardage on that play, able to wedge it back to the line of scrimmage. This is a big 3rd down. If they can move the chains, they can just about salt this game away. From the gun, wants to pass. That's caught. It's Bernard. The expressway is wide open. And he's brought down after a huge completion. Alabama quickly back to the line. He'll come out throwing on 1st down. Just a short pass to the tight end. Makes a grab and he's dragged down. 2nd down coming up. He's looking to throw. Finds his tight end. Put it right on him. Sweet play. Good pickup, and they'll move the chains with the 1st down. You already have the lead. Scoring is always good, but milk the clock, and it will be your friend. A 1st down run on the doorstep. And he rolls into the house. Touchdown, Bama!
You know, late in the games, offenses sometimes get conservative when they got the lead and they got the ball. I love this offense. They were aggressive. They got another score added to the lead. Now you're trying to salt this game away.
Well, you could draw a line in the middle and he would have hit that thing. About to kick it away after scoring the touchdown. And he's coming out of the end zone. He stopped short of the 20 at the 19 and probably wishes he'd just taken the touchback. Offense onto the field. This thing has sort of gotten away the last couple of possessions. They've been a little too generous, David.
Yeah, like a nonprofit, man, like a charity, giving the football away too much. Got to take care of the football, Jesse. Otherwise, you got no shot to win this football game.
You're right, man. At this level of college football, it doesn't matter how talented you are. It doesn't matter who you're playing. If you're sloppy and you put the football on the ground or you throw picks, you're going to find yourself behind on the scoreboard.
Unloads to the wideout. He's got an open man. And how about that? What the doctor always ordered, an explosive play to the 40. The offense gets a quick timeout. At this point, every second is precious. Now from the 40, it's 1st and 10. To the air, it's Howard. Shoots it to the left. And it's incomplete. If you're going to take a hit like that, you might as well hang on to the ball.
Well, that's just a great play by the defender and great timing. It was the hit that forced that incompletion.
On 2nd down, he'll let it fly. He wants to take the top off. And that ball is picked off. Takes it the other way. And a big return after the INT sets up the offense for this possession.
That
Welcome, everybody, and we are fired up for another sensational college football matchup. Nobody at home today who can stake their claim in this neutral site showdown. Today, a ranked versus ranked matchup as a couple of top 25 teams get set to go jaw to jaw. As we'll see the number 20 team in the country, the Ole Miss Rebels, taking on the 15th ranked team in the land, the Alabama Crimson Tide. For EA Sports College Football, Reese Davis with you alongside David Pollack and Jesse Palmer. Time to get this game started. Alabama about to kick off to get this game underway. Fielded in the end zone. It's Davis. Stopped at the 17, and he's probably second. Welcome, everybody, and we are fired up for another sensational college football matchup. Nobody at home today who can stake their claim in this neutral site showdown. We're really looking forward to this matchup. You've got a team that's made its way into the top 25, now trying to pass an all-important road test. As we'll see the number 20 team in the country, the Ole Miss Rebels, taking on a fellow SEC opponent, the South Carolina Gamecocks. For EA Sports College Football, I'm Reese Davis, joined here in the booth by David Pollack and Jesse Palmer. And guys, let's get this thing started. And the Rebels will get us underway with the opening kickoff. And they desperately wanted... but decided not to. Instead, they'll take the touchback. First down here for the offense. The give. He's knocked down in the backfield. He'll lose a couple. The Gamecocks will hustle to the line. Looking for a man. It's Sellers. It's complete to the right. And he'll step across the sidelines after making a good gain on that one. Third down, and they'll need 2 on this initial drive of the game. They'll try to pick up the first through the air. And the quarterback is snowed under. So we're scoreless, their first drive of the game, and this coach is wasting no time taking a gamble by going for it on 4th down in his own territory. Pressure coming. Hit as he throws, and the ball goes right to the ground, incomplete.
Man, your goal of a defense is to stop them, is to force punts, and then this is just gravy. Now they go for it on 4th down and medium. On their side of the field, you get the big stop and a chance to switch the momentum here in the first half.
Wants to throw on 1st down. Can't find his man as he took a shot trying to deliver that football, and it'll be 2nd down. Couldn't make the connection last time. Let's see if they throw it again. He's going to pass on 2nd down. Finds his man. It's Lee. And they'll finally get him down after a terrific pickup. The Rebels are threatening in the red zone. Running the red zone. It's Parrish. They bring him down, and he's going to lose a yard on that one.
They're trying to run the football. There's just nowhere to go for the ball carrier inside. He tried to bounce it to the outside. That linebacker way too fast. He met him there and forced the TFL.
Operating in the red zone here on 2nd down. He's looking to throw. Using the quick game. Good throw and catch. Takes it down to the 5 as the offense tries to cash in.
Listen, running backs are not just running backs anymore. You're going to be a wide receiver in today's football. And a great job sneaking out of the backfield, getting the football, letting them get some positive yards.
That pass is well off target. He got hit as he was trying to throw, and they can't convert on 3rd down.
Yeah, and 3rd and short, they choose not to run, throw the football, and I think a lot of that has to do with they know they're in field goal range. They can take the 3 points on the board.
And the Rebels will go for it on 4th down. He'll try to throw and pick up the 1st down. Gets drilled as he throws. The big pressure on 4th down, and they'll get it back.
Man, aggressive play calls. Everybody wants you to be aggressive. They're aggressive. They take their shot. And now they got to live with a little bit of the consequences. They turn the football over on downs. Now their defense has to go out on the field and make some stops.
Into double coverage, and he picked it off. And they'll close in on him after a good return on the interception.
I tell you what, it puts you in a tough position when you're backed up inside your own 20 trying to come out. But when you're a defense and you can force a turnover and you already set your offense up in scoring position, they are going to be extremely happy, and that offensive coordinator is going to look extremely smart.
They get it down to the 7 on that pass play in prime position for a score. Back to pass, it's Dart. Unleashes to the end zone. Fires the pass, intercepted. And he's brought down, and this defense gets the ball back for its own.
Well, the defense does an awesome job here with their backs against the wall in their own red zone, coming away with an INT early. That could be a big game-changing type play in this game.
He lofted high and deep down the left side. And that will be incomplete. Man, that would have been a big hitter if they could have done it, but second down coming. And the Gamecocks headed quickly to the line.
And guys, if I'm on offense, I am staying aggressive. I know you didn't connect there, but make sure you keep testing this defense, because even if you complete one of those throws, that could be the game-breaking play.
That pass is incomplete, and they're probably fortunate that it wasn't knocked free for a fumble. You make up the game plan and not a lot on the play sheet for this. 3rd and long from inside their own 20. Wide out in motion. Quarterback flips it ahead quickly to the receiver. And he's not going to make it. The defense denying him the first down.
And these little touch passes, man, they're just the easiest completions ever for quarterbacks. Palmer, I bet you would have loved being able to just flip it forward. That counts as to your completion percentage, which is good. And then it's all run after the catch. So pretty easy for a QB.
You wouldn't have been the only All-American in this booth, David, if I were allowed to have push passes when I was playing quarterback. I'll tell you that. It is so hard to defend. It's so hard to seal that edge, especially when this guy's full speed ahead coming around the outside.
They'll try it on the ground.
I think everybody wants to go for it in this situation, but you've got to actually do it. And you got to be comfortable with the consequences if you miss this. Obviously he was. Conversion's good. Nothing to write home about. No fans upset. Everybody happy. All right.
Finds a man on the right. Open runway ahead. At the 20. Touchdown Gamecocks. And once he found some daylight, it was time to make a house call.
Man, how hard is it to defend when you have a weapon like this at running back that can play wide receiver? You can design ways to get the football in his hand. Palmer, once you get it in his hands, he'll do the rest.
Yeah, no doubt. I mean, and oftentimes those are easier throws for quarterbacks. And these running backs, they're just naturally so good when they have the football out in space. Their vision, their creativity, their ability to make people miss. And this guy shows you right there a difficult guy to stop now if you're this defense moving forward.
The Ole Miss offense ready to go back to work. That last possession, a prime example, Jesse, of how things get condensed in the red zone.
Hard to throw when the windows are smaller, and that's what happens down near the goal line, David. But for this quarterback here, just take accountability and ownership and come out here and lead your offense.
And move on. Like, we needed points. That's something that we can harp on. We'll watch the tape this week, but now it's time to move on. Let's get another drive going.
After picking up a couple at 2nd and 8. Looking downfield, it's Dart. He'll try to do it himself.
Well, great job there by the defense because they weren't able to get him sacked right away, but you saw the coverage in the back end. Nowhere for the quarterback to throw the football. Didn't get the sack, obviously. You don't get the negative play, but you also don't give up a big one. You're feeling pretty good about where you are.
Going for the big play. And it's caught inside the 30. Touchdown, Ole Miss. That is the ultimate grab and go for the score.
One of the reasons this offense is so exciting to watch, they've got guys that are dangerous after the catch. And if this quarterback gets through his progression, David, gets you in stride, these guys will take it to the house.
Man, it's your job to do the rest, right? You hit me in stride where I don't have to stop running. I don't have to break down. It makes it so easy. The connection between quarterback, wide receiver, you can tell this is a good one, and that's why they got 6 on that play.
After that latest answer tied things up, just about set to kick it away again. He'll bring it out. It's Harbor. I know he thinks he can house every return, but sometimes you just have to take a knee as he stopped at the 14. And the South Carolina offense is back on the field. That last touchdown drive was surgical through the air, Jesse.
It sure was, and that's why this offense is so dangerous, David, because they can score in a hurry because of how efficient they are throwing the football.
And welcome to modern college football. That's what it is. Spread you out, find my playmakers, make quick decisions, and really put defenses in a difficult situation.
Not much there. They'll give him 1 to the 14.
I like feeding my guy. I like getting my running back touches, feeding the ball so he can break some of those big runs. But I'm also okay with these little ones. Set the tone, stay balanced.
On 3rd and long, he's going to have to throw for it. Got it in the middle. It's Bennett. And he'll pick up the first down, but he got drilled on that tackle. This dude is just exceptional in every facet. So fluid, such a great route runner, and a big play there.
And money down, 3rd down, find him. I mean, you want to find that match.
And it's picked off. Taking it the other way. The 30. He's at the 20. And they capitalize not only on the pick, but the great return to give the offense tremendous field position.
It's so nice to see defenders squeeze that pigskin. A lot of times, in great position, you see them there to make the play, but there's a reason they play defense. Not this time. Great job securing the interception.
Use the play fake, now to throw. Skips away from pressure. He's got it. And he won't be able to get in as the defense gets him down at the 1.
I like the mitts, the big fella coming in with the catch. Hey, running a little bit of a route, showing a little wiggle, getting open, throwing the football. That's going to catch a big fella.
Run it with the fullback. Into the end zone he goes. Touchdown, Rebels!
And you love giving it to the big boy right near the goal line, plowing ahead. You know he's going to put 2 hands on the football, lower his shoulder. 2nd and goal. You don't need 3rd and goal, thanks to the big fella.
About to kick it off after punching it in for the touchdown. Fielded in the end zone, it's Harbor. Not a lot of space to be found. Good hustle by the coverage team, and they stop him at the 21. South Carolina ready to go on the attack at another offensive odyssey. Quarterback changing the plays at the line. They'll start this drive with a pass. Blasted as he lets it go. Hit hard just as he released it on 1st down and just couldn't get it to the receiver.
Long incompletions are okay. We got to take shots. You got to make big plays in college football.
Just flying through the air like a superhero to make the grab. The Gamecocks are in the hurry-up.
Man, I love those guys that are willing to put their body on the line. And he does it right here, man. Just lays out. That ball's coming in. You can see it from several yards out, making that play, laying out, keeping the football from touching the turf. Great concentration, great effort by the receiver.
Pulls it in. Plenty of room on that play, and they find their way to the 36. And the Gamecocks come to the line with a fresh set of downs. We've reached the 2-minute warning, and we have ourselves a ball game, and they have a chance to take the lead here before the half. They'll snap it from the 36. They've got a 1st down. The give to the tailback. And a decent gain there before the defense makes the stop. Quick tempo, no huddle offense. 2nd down, clock's running. Gonna run it. It's Sanders. And he could not get loose on the run. Got to get to the line quickly for this 3rd down play. From the gun, wants to pass. Catch in the middle, it's Simon. Just outside the red zone as they pick up the 1st down. They'll spot it at the 22. They'll run it to the right side. And they'll wrestle him to the ground after a short gain.
The run game just has not been working for this offense all game long. You saw it on that last play as well. Just not getting enough push up front on the offensive line. They haven't been physical.
Makes the grab. It's Sanders. They'll finally put the brakes on him at the 3. A big throw, catch and run on that one. They'll rush to the line. Clock stopped for the first down. They'll set the chains and wind the clock. Looking to throw, it's Sellers. Reels it in the end zone. Touchdown, Gamecocks.
Yeah, and the passing game comes through, man, and we need more of that in the second half. An extra point away from tying this football game. We trailed a little bit in the first half, stayed calm. If this passing game can continue to heat up, look out in the second half.
And they did tack on the extra point. They put together an 81-yard drive, and they finish it up with a 3-yard scoring toss. The offense calls a timeout to stop the clock. So they got the touchdown, now going to put it in the hands of their defense to finish off this half. From inside his own 15, looking for room. Good job by the coverage units to put a stop to that return. Ole Miss ready to send the offense onto the field. After standing on the sideline and watching that long touchdown drive, they really need to put something together to give their defense a rest.
And that's a real thing, man. Like, you played a lot of plays, you get worn out, you need a chance to go decompress on the sideline, get some oxygen. Palmer, now it's on this offense.
Yeah, this is the definition of complementary football because it's a two-pronged problem. You've got to score points and answer, but you've also got to take your time and give your defense an opportunity to get their win.
Yeah, and I like the shot, the aggressive play down the field. We like throwing those jump balls up to my receiver because usually the receiver makes the play and makes the defender look bad. Nice job by the defender getting a hand on it, tipping that ball away from the wide receiver.
And a missed opportunity on third down as the defense knocks it free and fourth down is coming up. Well, this head coach is clearly sending a message. He clearly doesn't believe in punting, going for it this close to his own end zone. Going to take a shot at this DB. And it's incomplete, the long pass downfield they couldn't hook up.
It's really early in the game right now, and if it's fourth and short, fourth and medium, maybe I see going for it, certainly. But fourth and long, that's a situation I think you got to punt, just let the game play out. Trust your defense a little bit more.
Give to the running back. And they're able to shove him to the turf as they stop him for a short gain. The offense will quickly use a timeout. Running out of time here in the first half, they're going to have to be efficient to put some points on the board before the break. Try to get the edge with a quick touch pass. Headed to the end zone. Touchdown, South Carolina! And they'll put that scoreboard operator to work and put 6 on the board.
And I just love the execution by this offense. Late in the half, man, you want to take the lead. You want to get that momentum on your side, and they do it. They finish it with the passing game. And I'll tell you what, keep that passing game up. You can keep this lead, keep the momentum, and keep putting up numbers.
And with the extra point, the score is now 21-14. So here comes the kickoff after the touchdown, and the last thing you need right before the half is to give up a big return. He'll bring it out. It's Davis. He was looking for some running room, but not much to be found as he stopped at the 18. There's a timeout called as this offense tries to find a way to draw a little closer. One more snap coming before halftime. Quick timeout by the defense there, trying to make sure everyone has the same call.
South Carolina.
Barring a penalty, this will be the final play of the first half on 1st and 10. The run from the shotgun. And he's taken down after a short gain, and that'll do it for us here in the first half. That's going to wrap it up here in the first half. Stay tuned. The second half not too far away. 14. The Gamecocks will kick it away first, and we'll start the second half. He'll bring it out. It's Davis. Stopped at the 26, brought it out of the end zone, picked up an extra yard. The Ole Miss offense ready to go back to work. They got a lot done through the air in the first half, and they might need even more production here in the second.
I think they will, Reese, and I think this is an offense that has proven they're playing with good timing right now. They've got some matchups where they're winning one-on-one. They're just going to have to keep going back to the well, David, and relying on hitting some explosive plays to win this game.
Yeah, and I think we look at numbers naturally, and
going to take a shot. And they won't be able to connect downfield, looking for a big-time play. Now on second down after the incompletion. Looking for a gap. It's Parrish. The Rebels in the hurry-up. On third down, he'll try to pick it up through the air. Got his man quickly. And boy, is he close to that first down, maybe just a couple of inches short.
That's a great play call there, guys. I love it. Listen, they didn't get the first down, but this QB sneak on the very next play is going to get it, and this drive's going to keep going.
They're in their own territory, but they only need a few inches, and this is why you square your prominent jawline and go straight ahead to get it. They're throwing for it on fourth down. And they get to him and sack the quarterback, and they'll stop the drive on down.
I like the idea to go for it there on fourth down. You're basically at midfield, and you've got confidence in your guys to be able to go out. You've got experience in this offense. Guys have made these types of plays before. That time, the defense stepped up. They bowed up.
And that is interception number 3 on the day. And he's wrapped up after a solid return on the pick.
I tell you what, I don't know if I'm going to try him much more. Goodness gracious, you can tell he's ready for what he's seeing. Second interception. I would not throw near that guy anymore. You might want to try the other side of the field.
Ole Miss ready to send the offense onto the field. They'll crank up this drive with the pass. He fires it out to the right. Fires a bullet. Now it's picked off. On the move at the 30. And they'll drag him down after a good return on the interception.
And we know turnover margin is a huge part of winning ball games. Interception number 2. His quarterback has to do a better job taking care of the football. Don't force it. Take the high completion percentage stuff. Don't always try to go for the big play.
Comes out throwing on first down. Makes the grab. It's Harbor. Finally run out of bounds, but he has this offense rolling with a first down. He wants to throw. He's going to let one fly down the middle. And this is dropped. Incomplete pass. He had a huge gain in his fingers, and he couldn't hold on. And now on second down for this offense. Quarterback checking the play. Right back to the air on 2nd and 10. He's not afraid to go deep. Finds a tight end down the gut. Just carving up this defense and getting it down to the 24.
Hey, it's important on offense in the passing game. You got to have balance, and I mean you got to be able to attack different thirds of the field. You got to work the perimeter to both sides. You got to let the defense know, too, that you're not afraid to go over the middle, and they did right there.
They're going to throw it again. Moving out of the pocket. Trying to make magic with his feet. Got some room, headed to the goal line. Gets out of bounds after the big game, but they've got it first and goal. On the doorstep of cashing it in for the offense. To the air, it's Sellers. Looking to the end zone. Falls incomplete, and he did everything perfectly except catch the football. Second down coming. From the gun, they'll try to impose their will. He's dropped behind the line of scrimmage. That'll be a loss of 3. They've gotten pushed back, but it's still third and goal. From the gun, wants to pass. Fires into the end zone. And it is another interception. Just a terrible struggle for this quarterback. The 50. He's inside the 40. At the 20. Touchdown, Ole Miss. How about that D coming up with a play like that? This time it's the defense finding ways to put points on the board.
There is nothing better than being a defender. Seeing that ball in the end zone, your eyes get big as saucers. Go, jump on that puppy, secure it, get you a touchdown.
All tied up and just about set to kick it away. Coming out with it, it's McDowell. I know he thinks he can house every return, but sometimes you just have to take a knee as he stopped at the 14. And the South Carolina offense is back on the field. That last pick six after a drive like that, David, can swing the momentum of a game.
The defense is still celebrating. I mean, such a big play. I mean, they gave up some yards but did what they're supposed to do. Now, Jesse, this offense has to put a drive together.
Yeah, they have to recapture some momentum here. What they can't do is go 3 and out and give the ball right back.
They'll put the tight end in motion. They'll give it to him again. Got room at the 35. He's run out of bounds, but a big play on that one, and it'll be a first down.
That's the end of the third quarter. And after 3, the game is tied.
Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. The defense going to stop the clock with a timeout. They want to make sure they have everybody on the same page. They'll start the drive here with first down to open this period. Looking to move it through the air. And he was hit just as he released it, and it falls to the turf. And the Gamecocks moving quickly to the line.
Doesn't take this defense a lot of time to get to the quarterback, man. They've got speed all over the place. They hit him so quickly, and because of that, the ball falls incomplete.
Wide open downfield. They ripped off a big one, and they get it down to the 27. Maybe this will breathe a little life into this offense, which has been flatlined in the second half. Here's first and 10. The receivers often will run their route based on a side adjustment. Throws to the wideout. He's got it. Makes the grab. Defense right there, and they are set up at the 14. The Gamecocks will snap it on first and 10. Fast motion from the offense. Quick pass on the jet motion. Got enough space. Touchdown, Gamecocks. And they grab the advantage, taking the lead here in the fourth. The extra point is good, and now in the fourth, they're up by a touchdown and an extra point. So that scoring drive took only 6 plays. And they top it off with a 14-yard pass for the touchdown. From inside the 15, here's the return. He was looking for some running room, but not much to be found as he stopped at the 18. The Ole Miss offense ready to go back to work. Well, the good news about this drive, Jesse, it can't go worse than last time through a pick on the first play.
No, it certainly can't. I think one good way, David, to help your quarterback turn the page is just find him an easy completion here and let him get back into a rhythm.
Yeah, or find him an easy handoff. Just hand the football off, maybe get the ground game going, maybe jumpstart this offense a little bit.
Back to throw, it's Dart. Quarterback moving. He's run out of bounds, but not before turning in a big pickup and moving the sticks for a first down.
Defensively, the clock late in the game, when you're winning, it's your friend. You got to find a way to keep that thing ticking. When you rush the passer, keep that quarterback in the pocket. Make him beat you from in there. You're dropping back in coverage. You got more DBs on the field. You're just trying to let him throw the football, get him on the ground, and let that clock tick.
Quick tempo here for the offense.
You know, sometimes when you're throwing against zone coverage, you need time for the routes to develop. So nice job by the quarterback there, being patient, allowing his receivers to work themselves open.
That pass is incomplete, and they might be fortunate it wasn't knocked free for a fumble. It'll be third down. They'll try to get the first through the air. Fires on the run. And they can't hook up on the big play, and that brings up a fourth down.
After that incompletion, 4th and short now on their own side of the field, I think there's a lot of coaches in normal circumstances that would stay conservative and just punt the ball away, but you're trailing here in the 4th quarter. I think the offense needs to stay out on the field, and you got to go for it.
Down a possession here in the 4th, and they'll need to convert on this 4th down. He's got a first down and maybe a lot more. Turns out to be an easy conversion for this offense as they move the chains on 4th down. In search of that tying touchdown. They've moved the chains a couple of times. It's 1st and 10 again. He'll just keep slinging it. Grabbed behind the line. It's Parrish. And he breaks into the open. He's run out of bounds after the big gain, and they are in business, 1st and goal. And they are looking to pull even with a touchdown here in the 4th quarter. He'll set up to throw. He caught it! Into the end zone! Touchdown, Rebels!
Quarterback's abilities to read the field is huge, and also the anticipation, the time to be able to throw the football, Jesse, and hit a guy in stride so he can get run after the catch and get in the end zone. That was a nice job by the quarterback.
Yeah, it's critical, David. Listen, a lot of times touchdown passes aren't thrown into the end zone. You've got to read the coverage, hit the open guy, and let him do the rest.
Coming down the stretch in the 4th, and we are all tied up, about set to kick it away. Fielded in the end zone. It's Harbor. He'll be out of bounds at the 23 after gambling and bringing it out of the end zone. South Carolina ready to go on the attack in another offensive odyssey. They unleashed an aerial assault last time that took them right to the end zone, David.
So, Reese, with that drive, I think you've accomplished something you wanted to accomplish. Make this defense think. You put them back on their heels. Now, shoot, Palmer, you might be able to slip a few runs in on this drive to really jack them up.
Yeah, I like that idea, but I also like the fact that speed kills, and they've got it at the receiver position. So if you've got one-on-one matchups, man, take advantage.
Big play to start this drive. Now they'll snap it from the 39. Now the quarterback changing the original play call. To the air on 1st down. Makes the grab. He will step out of bounds, but not before the big pickup and a 1st down for this offense. A new set of downs after the completion. They'll leave it with him. And the defense finally makes the stop after the sweet run and good gain.
first down, you know you always want to establish the running game. How about this offense? Nothing fancy. Run the football, be physical, get a big gain.
They pick up half of it. It'll be 2nd and 5.
I like this guy as a running back because he can run between the tackles and he can also go outside. He can really do it all.
Got rid of it in a hurry, but he couldn't find his man. It's incomplete.
This really has been a master class by the quarterback with decision-making, right? We've already seen him throw multiple touchdown passes in the game. He's understood when to take his shots and when to throw it away when things aren't there, like on that last play.
Back to throw, it's Sellers. That pass not close as he got drilled trying to deliver it, and it'll bring up 4th down. Quarterback touch pass on the jet sweep. He steps out of bounds, but he's got a 1st down on the play.
Just flip something very easy, very reliable. Flip it forward. Let your receiver do the rest. Now we got to get a few yards. Nice job. Nice execution. 1st down.
And the Gamecocks come to the line with a new set of downs. And it's intercepted. Oh, what a big play in a tie game. The pressure was rising, drama just encapsulating this entire stadium, and the defense comes up with that pick.
Yeah, so in the quarterback, he's got to be able to handle this situation. Obviously, everything gets elevated. Everything has to happen a split second sooner. You feel the crowd noise. You can feel the energy, but you've got to keep your poise. And you just wonder in this juncture of the game if the quarterback's starting to lose his cool.
And they finally haul him down, but not before the good catch and run. Secondary walks up on the line, showing press coverage. Quarterback on the move, still looking. And it goes through his hands. Oh, he had an explosive play right there for the taking, but couldn't reel it in. I think they'll be aggressive here and try to win it in regulation. On 2nd down, looking to throw. He'll pull it down and run. Finally run out of bounds, but he has this offense rolling with a 1st down.
Listen, everybody practices the 2-minute drill and trying to go fast, but it's really nice when the quarterback has his time to get his thoughts clear, understand down and distance, maybe audible at the line of scrimmage. He has that right now because he did a good job getting the 1st down and getting out of bounds.
He is going nowhere. Stops at the line of scrimmage. The hurry up now, 2nd down, clock ticking. Looking to throw, it's Dart. Looking to scramble. He's run out of bounds, but a big play on that one, and it'll be a 1st down. We've got a timeout on the field, and we are set up for a terrific finish. From the 22 on 1st and 10. Leaves it with the running back. Not a whole lot of room there. 3 yards maybe, 2nd and 7. They'll hurry to the line with the clock still running. They'll give it to the back. Got some room, headed to the goal line. Touchdown, Ole Miss. And they've got the lead in the final minute.
And how about this offense, man? They knew they needed to execute. Great play calling, great drive, put it together. Now you got a chance to go up by 7 late in this ball game and then let your defense go on the field and seal it for you.
And the extra point was good. Almost ready to kick it away after scoring the touchdown. Oh, look at Mr. Hands taking the squibber inside the 30. And the return man reaches the end of the line, and down he goes.
Will take over 1st and 10.
Got to get everybody lined up quickly, time winding away, and they've got to push the ball down the field. Going up top on 1st down. He's going up top here late in the game. And it's another interception as his assault on the record book continues. And they'll close in on him after a good return on the interception.
Well, we've seen this defense make plays time and time again in this game. They may have just sealed it with that takeaway.
The offense lining up for a first down play. Out of the gun, the running back has it. That will be the final play as they make the stop, and the clock has expired here.